All right, everybody, welcome back to Bloomington Buddies, where two buddies talk about all things sports. I'm your host here, Eddie Finn, as usual, joined by Quincy Bell and our lovely producer, Jackson. But today we also have a very special guest, one of our friends, Robert. We've been playing basketball with him, and he's there, you know. But like, he's just there, you know. But one of our great friends. How are you today, Robert?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's what we like to hear. But we talk sports all the time, so we thought might as well bring him on the show. Might as well get his opinions on some things. We got a really good show today. Obviously, there's been some big news in the NFL with players being released and the opportunity to be signed to other teams with free agency coming up. So we're going to have a little bit of talk on that today. Obviously, the NBA All-Star Game was last weekend and actually was a lot better than I thought it would be.
I thought it was
I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't great, but it was better than we all thought it would be. Had some cool records breaking there. And then we also are going to talk a little bit probably. We're definitely going to talk about both the men and the women's college basketball team as we are getting ready to near the end of the season for both teams. And then we also, with our special guest, we have a fun game we want to play at the end. And we also may have a fun non-sports related segment that is going to be really fun.
If we have time, y'all are in for
an absolute debate.
For a doozy. It's going to be y'all. If we have time, y'all are in.
And by the way, we are going to put this up on our social media and on our YouTube channel, and you guys have to vote. Because now we are all curious to see.
We need the feedback from the
fans. And just to point out that my team is one of the best for promoting themselves on social media, none other than my man Dexter. So I'm just saying.
Dexter's great.
Sexy Dexy is just fantastic. But anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. Let's just go ahead and start off with NFL. It's smaller today. There's not a lot to talk about, obviously, with the Super Bowl being over. But the biggest news. Last night at approximately 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, Bobby Wagner was officially released from the LA Rams.
He was?
Which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
Why would they release him?
It's stupid. After one season, the Rams suck, and it's not even because of their defense, in my opinion. It's because they didn't have a quarterback. Cooper Kupp was out most of the season, and their O-line, I mean, Andrew Whitworth retired the year after the Super Bowl.
It might be a little premature, but Bobby Wagner doesn't have like a ton of time left. He doesn't, but he's still,
in my opinion, he is still currently the best, besides maybe Levante David, he's the best coverage linebacker in the league right now.
Bobby Wagner.
Who's better?
Bobby Wagner, the thing about Bobby
Khalil
Wagner,
Mack is a rusher at heart.
Yeah. He's not really he's a defensive
Joey
end.
Bosa is a rusher. He's
Joey
really
Bosa
a D
is a
end.
defensive end.
No, he's listed as a left outside linebacker.
What?
Yes, he is.
I thought he was listed as a D.
No, he's listed as a left outside linebacker.
I hate these linebackers that
and so is J.J.
are
Watt.
listed.
Not J.J. Watt. T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt is listed as a...
Yeah. I hate that they do that because it
also depends on where you look. ESPN, I think, lists Joey Bosa as a left outside linebacker, but I think like CBS lists him as a left end. It just depends.
What does the team put him down as?
I didn't look that up. I'm actually not. Well, a lot of those players can play both, so they just kind of list them as
but the thing is, like, if you are listed as a linebacker, you don't have to go into a 2-point stance.
Correct.
Or a 3-point stance.
And if you notice, Joey Bosa doesn't have the time.
No, they just kind of stand there.
They just kind of stand there. And that's why they're so explosive.
Yeah. I mean, tomato.
Yeah. Well, no. But
no, not at all. Because, I mean, could you imagine J.J. Watt, the great career he had if he didn't have to go down?
Oh, God, imagine that.
Oh, my God. And, dude, that man there could line up anywhere.
But they also played him at DT a lot.
Yeah. So. Well, see, he would go did you see the story that the Titans offensive lineman
correct.
Taylor.
And they got rid of Robert Woods, bro. Which is another
Robert
dumb move.
Woods fell off. I'll say that.
Robert Woods is still.
Robert Woods.
Honestly, he was the best receiver they had, except maybe Traylon Burks, who, by the way, is going to be an amazing player. He was a rookie this year out of Arkansas.
He wasn't that bad. He did a couple. I had him in fantasy. He didn't do too bad.
I mean, you also have to realize he had Tannehill throwing to him most of the season. So,
do you think that who is there?
Malik Willis. If they're smart, they move to him. I will imagine a quarterback that can run the option when you have freaking Derrick Henry in the backfield. Tell me that is not one of the deadliest combos.
I think Malik Willis will be a pretty good quarterback.
But they're not going to start him. They've already said that Tannehill's their starter.
Why not?
That's I don't know. I mean, Tannehill was a great move for them for like the first 2 seasons he was there. But after that, I mean, what has he done for them?
He was basically like a ball holder just to transfer it from.
That's what I'm saying.
The center
to Derrick Henry. Yeah, exactly. But like, I mean, it's just like. Now the real question though is what the hell are the Colts going to do, because they also have quite a bit of cap.
If only someone was willing to trade the number 1 pick.
Well, hey, you know there's actually talks of who they could be picking up.
The Bears or
no, the Colts.
Colts.
No.
Max Thuggin.
No, the person they're talking about picking up is indeed a current quarterback
Derek
who's having
Carr?
some.
Nope. Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. He's having some current issues with his current team and could possibly be leaving. Lamar Jackson.
God, please.
But you want to know what's even worse? You
Please
want to know where
no.
he's projected to go?
No.
Think of the worst team he can possibly go to.
The Jets.
No, even worse. The team that everybody
Raiders?
hates unless you are from there.
The Raiders?
No. Everybody hates
Cleveland?
this team unless you're from it. Well, that's one of them.
Philly?
But no. You guys are missing like the most obvious team. Freaking New England.
Steelers?
No, the
What?
Patriots.
Why would he go to the Patriots?
Why not?
They won't pay him.
Yes, they will.
Not the way fucking Robert Kraft is.
Buddy.
I don't think he will pay.
I don't think you
him.
understand.
Listen,
They're the
buddy.
only team that has the cap for him. The Ravens don't. He wants 250
I know.
guaranteed.
He doesn't get that. He shouldn't get that though.
I think he should. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's better than Deshaun Watson.
He is
No
a hell of a
crap.
lot better.
And
than
Deshaun Watson got
Deshaun's
250
watching-
guaranteed.
Deshaun Watson doesn't spend his time watching film though. He spends it at the massage parlor.
He
That's
spends it
true.
watching a different kind of film.
Yeah, I was going to say that's that's the problem.
He spends it at the massage
That is the
parlor.
problem, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't.
you know,
I don't know.
I'm just
I
saying
mean,
that's not the first happy ending he got was his contract. But my point is that this.
Fit in well with Robert Kraft.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. And Belichick, bro, that group right there could be a dynamic trio.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. I mean, Lamar. The thing with Lamar is it is so hard to kind of like judge him on. Like, yeah, he's doing good right now, but the thing is, his offensive line wasn't the best for a long time. That's why he was
I
so
agree.
good.
But if you look at it, if he goes somewhere with a dynamic like a Derrick Henry, or like if he goes to Indy and he gets a running back like J2 who like. You know, right now, you can almost pretty much fully commit to Lamar. Like, don't get me wrong, J.K. Dobbins is a fantastic running back, but, like, most people are like, all right,
Yeah.
on 3rd and 2, who's keeping the ball, right?
It's going.
But
to
if you
Lamar.
put him in the backfield with JT, now they're like, shit. Like,
Yeah,
what are we
it can
going to
go
do?
anywhere.
You can't commit.
I don't know. I think the way that the Colts are though, I don't think the Colts will spend that money. The Colts are the
I agree.
stingiest program.
The Colts
The Colts
I feel
are the
like
stingiest.
the Colts got to
organization
trade with
in
the Bears
NFL.
at number 1. And as a Bears
honestly
fan,
don't think so.
I'm hoping.
I'm honestly thinking the Bears should take the other trade that is on the table.
I
that
honestly,
is being
I kind
considered
of
right
hope,
now.
I kind
sent
of
it
hope
to
that
you.
the Colts don't.
I sent it to you, and you said you liked it. It was
Hold on,
Brian
let me-
Burns from the Panthers, a first round. It was their 6th round
I'll
pick,
find it.
and the Bears trade, so they trade first for a 6th round pick this year, and they also get the Panthers' 1st round pick next year. But Carolina gets their 1st pick and a 2nd round pick next year.
The thing with the
I
Colts
think that's
is,
a great trade.
Dude,
Brian
the
Burns is one of the best
right
rushers.
now, the Bears they
Hammer
can
that
get
for me,
so
bro.
much from everybody,
Did you find it?
and I kind of hope
I'll find
that the Texans get the 1st overall pick like through the trade.
I think
Because
what are they gonna
because
do
the
with it, though?
Texans
Well,
will
here's
have
the
to
thing.
give up more.
So the
Texans will be
Texans-
sacrificing their future for right now. While the Colts, if we just maybe the Texans will probably take
I mean,
Bryce Young.
it's just
'cause
who do
they'll
you
see-
like more, Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud?
I like C.J. Stroud a lot better.
I think
than Bryce
C.J.
Young.
Stroud's going to make a better NFL quarterback. Bryce Young's just, he's too small and he's not as quick as like
Yeah.
a Lamar.
Here's
No,
the
no.
thing.
The
Okay,
thing
so
is,
they're
I feel
both.
like the Texans are going to look so much at Bryce Young and compare him to early
By the
Deshaun.
way, I meant to show Jackson this earlier.
Oh, that.
That one.
We're talking about Jordan in the last day.
We were talking about the last dance.
No, my
but
thing
anyway,
with Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud
Here it
is
is.
they're both really good players and they're both good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But are either one of them gonna turn around your franchise?
No.
and this
No,
is okay.
I
I want
think
your
that-
opinion.
I
on
don't
this.
think so.
I think this is the
I
best trade
think
the
they'll
Bears
be like
can get.
good, serviceable QBs, but I don't think they're gonna be like
I agree.
a Joe
but, no, but I
Burrow
think that
or
C.J.
a-
Stroud will. That's where I think a lot of people.
I don't think Stroud
I think
will.
C.J.
At 6'4" or
C.J.
6'3"
C.J. Stroud, I think he will be the better
of the quarterbacks in the
ready-made
draft.
NFL quarterback that is going. I think he's the best one in the draft.
The
because-
only other one I think will give him a run for his money just because he's physical is Max Duggan. And I don't think it's going to be because he's a true quarterback. I think it's just going to be his physicality.
I'll say this though, and I've brought this up on past podcasts.
Anthony Richardson,
I've
though.
brought this point up before.
Bro's a
Is
beast.
think about how players have been rated throughout the year, throughout the whole year,
And then
it's been C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young at number 1 and 2. And think about back a few years ago, all the way even through high school, it was Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence. But all of a sudden,
out of nowhere,
Zach Wilson's at the top of draft boards. You gotta pick him.
This white quarterback. That's what happened to Josh Allen.
He still didn't go number one.
He's garbage.
No.
Okay.
No.
Also, you put him on a team where he was injured
in the top 5.
So like Will Levis.
Will Levis is the 4th best quarterback in the draft.
Will Levis and Anthony Richardson should not be taken ahead of Stroud and Bryce Young.
I think I disagree in one sense. Anthony Richardson is probably one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the draft right now. He can run the ball. He's physical. He can throw.
He's a lot of what
he
Cam
cannot
was.
throw.
He's a lot of what Cam was.
What are you talking about?
He cannot
and
throw
you
at
think
an NFL
Bryce
level.
Young can?
At an NFL level,
You tell me Bryce Young is throwing in an NFL level.
I think he can more than Anthony Richardson.
I disagree. And
Anthony
also,
Richardson is a great player,
Will
but
Levis
he cannot
reminds me
throw
a lot
at
of
an
a
NFL
Josh
level.
Allen in the way he's built.
Yeah, but the thing is,
the way he plays.
Will Levis was nowhere.
I agree.
Will Levis was like nowhere this entire year. He had one good workout.
Correct, but he also
all right, he's a top 3.
But the last 2 years, he's taken Kentucky to a great season that they would never. They hadn't been in 20
I
plus
wouldn't
years.
call a Citrus Bowl loss a great season
For Kentucky, who hasn't been ranked at like almost 20 plus
years. A Citrus Bowl loss would be great for Indiana.
I mean, no, but
not for your SEC team.
Yeah.
But when we
if
lost,
you're an SEC
even
team,
when we lost to Ole Miss in the COVID year, that was a great season for us. The fact that we were ranked top 10.
IU has never even been ranked.
Kentucky's the same way. They're a basketball school. They didn't play football. Anyway, back to my earlier thing. I want your opinion on this trade.
What?
This is what's on the table. Like, I mean, it's not actually on the table, but this is what people are saying should go.
Okay.
The Bears get Brian Burns.
Okay.
The 6th round or the 9th overall pick in this draft.
Okay.
The 39th overall pick in this draft, so the 2nd round.
That'd be a 2nd rounder,
and a 2024 first round pick.
And next year's
draft.
So they get 3 draft picks.
They get 3 draft picks and Brian Burns. The Panthers get the Bears' number 1 overall pick.
Okay.
But remember, they're trading for the 9th.
Okay.
And they get a 3rd round pick in 2024.
Bro,
that is an amazing trade.
I'm taking
Easy
that
trade.
10 times out of 10.
Because now you've got one of the best edge rushers in the game.
Right.
And to make up for getting rid of Roquan.
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
I think that could work.
If the Bears even think for a second, if they even think about it for a second, taking Bryce Young, I've heard that a couple times where the Bears actually don't trade and they just take Bryce Young. I'm raising hell. Why would you do that?
No, but listen.
And then trade
because they want to trade Fields.
Yeah,
I'm raising hell if they do that.
No, okay, but also you have to think of it from a GM standpoint. If you take Bryce Young number 1 overall, you're not keeping him, but think about this. You've now taken who is considered the best quarterback in the draft. Imagine how much shit you can get for that almost immediately. Imagine. Think about it. What happened with Eli and Phillip Rivers, right? Look how much the Chargers got just to trade Eli, and they took him number 1.
They also swapped quarterbacks. I feel like because they both needed quarterbacks.
Correct, but now you can swap.
You just wasted the number 1 pick.
Eddie, here's the thing. Eddie, here's the thing.
I'm telling you, you get a lot more draft picks if you trade them immediately.
No, I feel like the Bears could get so much more draft picks if they trade with the Texans. I think like the Texans are the best possible trade for the Bears.
But the Texans don't need it. They have the number 2 overall pick. They're not going to trade all their stuff away just to move up 1 pick when they know the Bears aren't going to take a quarterback.
I know, but
that's why the Colts, I think, are a better trade partner.
It's either going to be the Panthers or the Colts.
The
they
Texans
both need a
know
quarterback.
that everybody else is going to be wanting to get that first overall pick.
Correct, but they're not going to risk just to move up 1 pick. They're not going to give away almost. They've built.
They will
so many
trade their
great
first
things.
and their second, and probably another one. The Colts will have to give up a player.
The Colts have more of an incentive to trade up.
Correct,
because they don't want Houston taking the quarterback that they want. Whichever one they may be. I don't know which one the Colts want.
Looking at all the quarterbacks, the best fit for the Colts, and I know you're going to hate me when I say this, is Anthony Richardson. I'm sorry. Every mock draft says it as well. Every mock draft that CBS has done, ESPN, they all agree.
Why?
Anthony Richardson is the big physical build that they've always had. Andrew
like
Luck, Peyton Manning. He's big. He can throw and he can move. He can
at
throw
an NFL level. He can't throw at an NFL level.
I'm telling you right now, he will surprise you.
Who are the defenses that Anthony Richardson has played?
Well, he played in Florida, so I can assume he's played some pretty damn good defense.
Yeah, but not the defenses that C.J. Stroud has played. C.J. Stroud had to go up against Georgia, and he had a pretty good game.
That's one team. You're also
Georgia also had the best defense in the past 2 years.
I will fight back and say Will Levis put up a whopping 0 points on Iowa in the Citrus Bowl.
So,
how do you put against Iowa?
Yeah. Kentucky lost 21-0, and Will Levis threw 2 picks.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Anthony Richardson put up a whopping 3 on Oregon State.
By the way, you're talking about Oregon State, who was a fantastic team this year.
They were a really good team.
But they're also Pac-12. Aren't they Pac-12?
They're Pac-12. But you're also talking about a Florida team that literally has not been good this year. But my point is that you're also talking about a quarterback that has played against some really great teams. And you have to realize that last season he was really good.
And Missouri. And
when was that? At the beginning of the year when they were all like top 15? Yeah.
When Missouri was ranked in the top 15?
No, Kentucky. You listed Kentucky. They were in the top 10, actually, if you want to go there. And Missouri actually almost beat Georgia and a bunch of other top-ranked schools.
Missouri did not beat Georgia?
I said they almost beat Georgia and a bunch of other top-ranked schools.
Okay. Florida did not earth-shatter people this year.
Correct. And you're also... I didn't say Florida is a team earth-shattered. I'm talking... And you also have to realize they haven't had a team. Yeah, this year, because Anthony Richardson hasn't had a full team. But last year, he was one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks you can have.
Whoever takes Anthony Richardson is going to regret it.
No,
I'm telling you right now, anybody who takes Bryce Young at 6 foot and who's super small and is prone to injury is going to regret it.
He's 5 foot, like 9.
I would still take Bryce Young over
He's injury
Anthony
prone.
Richardson because Bryce Young, I don't think he'll be this good, but his play style resembles like a prime Russell Wilson.
The problem,
I think he could be
that
type of player.
Name one player besides Kyler Murray that has been small and been able to be successful. Like one quarterback.
Russell Wilson.
He's not okay, but he's a different type of quarterback.
Then Bryce
He's a
Young?
Pocket passer.
No, he's not. Wilson is anything but a pocket passer.
Wilson has to scramble, but Wilson is not listed as a scrambler on any roster. Look it up.
Yeah,
He's not. He's listed as a field general.
Bryce Young.
He's listed as an improviser, which is the closest thing you can get to a scrambler.
I don't know how though, because literally he's never had to scramble that much unless he played Georgia.
What are you talking about?
The only time he ever had to scramble was against Georgia because
this whole
his
season, but leading up to his injury, he had to scramble all the time. This season was the
first time because every other time his offensive line was the best in college. Probably even better.
We're just gonna gloss over the fact that Bro said Russell Wilson is a pocket passer.
He's listed,
crazy.
But he's the closer to that than a scrambler. You guys are over here acting it sound like he's like a freaking Lamar Jackson.
I'm talking about right now. I was talking about prime Russell Wilson. You're talking about right now.
No, when he was in Seattle, prime Russell Wilson, he scrambled when he had to, but he was more of a, I'm going to stay in here and make the pass if I can. He wasn't like Lamaring it where he was just rolling around all the time and running. He wasn't.
No, but
he made plays.
He had to the first couple years.
What is Patrick Mahomes to you?
He's like kind of a guy that runs when he needs to. And yeah,
that's exactly what Russell Wilson did.
That's also what Bryce Young is.
No, okay, but Bryce Young has to scramble more than Russell Wilson did. Look at this season.
Because Alabama,
leading up to his injury,
this season was the first time that Alabama didn't have one of the best offensive lines in college football.
Okay, Alabama's offensive line was pretty poor.
Quarterbacks change. That's my point.
He was good at changing. So, like, he was able to go from a pocket passer to being able to make up stuff. And I feel
I'm telling you right now, you put him right now, you put him right now on either the Texans or on that, he's going to be a scrambler. But if you put him on a team with a good O-line, yeah, he'll be a pocket passer. Okay. But any quarterback's that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
the problem with Bryce Young, though, I feel like is... Or, well, not really the problem, but like something that's going for his favor. He's played in the SEC. He's played in big-time games. He knows how to handle pressure. Most of the other quarterbacks, the only one that's ever had to do similar to that is C.J. Stroud. So I feel like
that's Max Duggan, Stenson Bennett, I disagree.
Yeah, but like that's not the point. The point is
C.J. Stroud can't beat Michigan.
No, I disagree, though, because you have Stenson Bennett, Max Duggan, all. Now, don't get me wrong. Stenson Bennett probably won't get drafted because of all the stuff he's had.
He's old enough.
He's 25.
He's old enough to be my dad.
Correct.
If you think Stetson Bennett's gonna get drafted,
no, he's not. But
he's already Tom Brady age.
He was being considered, but then he got arrested, so now he's really not. But
he really wasn't considered before that.
All right, so okay, so real quick before we move on, I just want to go over, here are the top free agents.
Knowing Colts fans' luck, they'll go for either Max Duggan or Stetson Bennett. That's who they're
I would rather have them go for Max
Jim
Duggan.
Irsay loves him an experienced quarterback.
No.
25-year-old man, grown man taking on an 18-year-old.
Yeah, honestly.
I remember it was
No,
like
you know how Jeremy Irsay is. He likes the guys with really good character. you
Yeah.
know? He'll go for Will Levis or Stetson Bennett.
No. We all know what he's going to do. He's going to try to pull Brady out of retirement.
Yeah.
He's got to go for the old guys.
Or then go for
Jimmy
for
G,
Aaron,
bro. They're going for Jimmy G with a
Jim
broken
Irsay.
Aaron
leg.
Rodgers,
Jim
who just got
Irsay
out
would
of
say
his
some
third
bullshit
Oh,
like-
we're going to talk about that.
Nah, Jim
All right.
Irsay would say some bullshit like you could follow in Peyton Manning's legacy,
Yeah,
Tom
on God.
Brady.
He could lead
right.
the Colts to another.
Yeah, he could lead the Colts to another Super Bowl. All right, before we move on, I just want to go over some top of the free agent list to see where we think they're going.
Bears got some big money to spend.
You do,
man.
and that's what I'm saying.
They
This
got
is the
some
year to
big
be a
money.
Bears fan.
They better be smart with their
Now,
money.
They
I
won't.
swear.
Some of these-
They better go out and find some.
Some of these
linemen.
are listed as free agents,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they are most likely not going to be. For instance, Saquon is. They're pretty much already saying they're re-signing him. Daniel Jones, though, we're going to
I
talk
saw
about that.
somewhere that said the Bears
44
were like
million.
the favorites to get Saquon. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's not true. The Bills are actually. If he doesn't go there, the Bills are already saying they're
I
going to
forget
break
where
the
it
bank.
was, but I was like, that's crazy.
No.
The Bears don't.
They don't need him. All right, so number one, Lamar Jackson. If he doesn't get paid, where are we saying he's going?
The Jets.
Whoever pays him the most.
I don't think
And I think that'll be the Jets.
I think it would either be the Jets or I honestly think it could be the Patriots, and I hate to say it. I think he's going to go where he feels the system's going to be best. And
The thing is, though, the Patriots offense. You just look at their scheme. They've never dealt with other than
Yeah.
Cam Newton that 1 year.
Which-
They've never dealt with really a dual threat quarterback.
correct,
like that.
but who has the Jets dealt with?
I feel
Mark
like the J-
Sanchez. I mean, we all know how that turned out. Last I checked, his freaking teammate's anus still hurts. So
I don't
mean,
know. I still feel like the Jets, though. The Jets are on the up and coming. So like I feel
Oh,
like
I agree. I mean, they have a great receiver. Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis. I mean, they've got some fantastic receivers,
Yeah.
but he's not a. I mean, think about it. They had a great season, and their receivers this year, honest to God, were not great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Devin Duvernay, and I love. Gosh, I cannot speak today. But my point is they got some good ones. All right, number two. Again, this one's debatable. Orlando Brown for the Kansas City Chiefs is probably getting re-signed.
I hope.
They're trying to
he,
fill
he
cap.
needs to.
I
He needs
hope the Bears get him, but it's probably not.
He's
gonna
age 27, so he's still young, and I
very
think he's
young,
good.
Bro, if the Bears can get him, bro,
for
that'd
the
be such a
Chiefs
good-
for the Chiefs' sake, they would best be like their best thing to do is go and spend money on their offensive line.
Correct.
I mean, yeah, even though
'Cause
they
they
won
have
a
so
Super Bowl,
much
But
One
I'm not going to
quarterback
lie.
who had a
These
half a
next
leg.
two are who I think you guys should really go
Okay,
after.
go.
Number three, Jamal Dean. He's a 26-year-old corner of the Tampa Bay. He was
He's good.
fantastic.
Jam-
You guys
Jamel-
need a corner.
Jamel
I know a
Dean's
guy that-
good.
Now, you guys have got Eddie Jackson. I think he's a great free safety. You guys got Jaquan Brisker now, so you're good on safeties. I think you guys just need some corners.
Yeah,
I feel
because
like I know exactly
there
who
would
the
be
Bears
times
need to
where
get.
the Bears would have like
I
their
don't know if you have him
secondary
next.
corner.
Jalen
They would have
Ramsey,
like
'cause he's
Kendall
actually predicted to go
Vildor
out.
or like Duke
And the Bears
Shelley,
are favorites to pick him
and
up.
he would just get cooked.
That's actually nice.
Like the amount of times
I
that
know
the
a
Bears
guy
would have a
that just got
secondary
released 2
corner in
days
and
ago.
just get cooked.
That's
is
who the
so
Bears
annoying.
need to sign.
Well, the next one is Marcus Davenport. Is that who you were
No,
going
I
with?
had Taylor Lawrence. Or not Taylor Lawrence.
Taylor Lawrence is no longer in the
Trevor
league, buddy. no,
But Taylor Lewin.
Yeah, I gave
Taylor
you his name.
Lewin
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the Titans. He just got
Taylor
released.
Lewan.
Lawan, whatever his fucking name is. He's 31. Yeah, he's a little bit older.
I wouldn't go after him.
No. You can sign him for 2-3 years. I
But-
feel like a 34-year-old lineman. He's
wouldn't-
not going to be as good as he used to be.
I
But
just don't think
feel
you-
at least 2 years.
I
just
don't
to
think
get
you need
somebody-
him though, because literally there are three other tackles above him that are
wouldn't have a pro-
27
I
and
wouldn't
28.
have a problem with Taylor. Who's the second guy?
The second guy is Marcus Davenport. He just got released from New Orleans. He's an edge rusher. He's freaking fantastic. 26. He's really good. Like, I mean, he's a
He's
good
an
mixture of
offensive-
size
Taylor's
and speed.
an offensive lineman.
I know.
The Bears need offensive
No,
linemen.
I'm saying there are two offensive linemen. Both
Yeah.
Caleb McGarry and Mike McGlinchey are both out of Atlanta and San Francisco. They're both 28. They're young. They're good.
Yeah.
So,
if
I mean,
you can get those guys, definitely sign them for a
they've
longer.
got how much did we? I mean, after like re-signs, I think they've got like 117 in cap or some
Something
shit.
like that.
It's
They have a ton.
ridiculous.
Yeah, so if they're able to get those younger guys, definitely. But if you can't, go for a 2-year, 3-year max 3 years.
Yeah, I agree.
At least 2 years, 1 or 2 years to get him, just so you have a veteran on the
You
offensive
guys could
line.
also get Jacoby. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Jacoby Myers isn't a breakout amazing receiver, but he's a good.
I don't-
He's got
I
good
don't-
height.
Jacoby
I don't
Myers
need
isn't
him
bad.
lateraling the ball 40 yards backwards.
I agree.
To the defense.
All right.
To the defense.
Oh, you guys could. No, I'm not. Jesse Bates will probably stay. I'm not gonna lie. You guys could get Michael Thomas, bro. Imagine Michael in a Bears uniform.
I'm not the
OBJ?
biggest-
OBJ? Question mark? OBJ?
No.
No.
OBJ will not go
Oh,
there.
Jadeveon Clowney is actually a free agent, which is interesting to me. I mean, he's older. He's 30, but he's a good edge rusher. You guys could sign
Yeah.
him for a year or two.
Should we move on to
We will get ready to. And then Levante David's a free agent. 33 years old, but man is a goat.
I would love me some.
There are so
Levante
many
David.
good free agents. I think you guys could get me Cole, Miles Sanders, Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard. Imagine if you guys
Tony
put him with
Pollard?
Khalil.
I think.
Oh my! He needs to get that man there. Needs.
By the way, I'm sorry.
really don't- I
I'm on the thought process of start Khalil over Montgomery. I love Khalil
I
Herbert.
think they complement each other very well.
do,
They splitting their carries is. I'm a big fan.
No offense, I'm not a big fan of Cole Kmet, so I think you guys should like Evan Ingram's, Mike
Cole
Gesicki.
Kmet-
They're all tight ends.
Okay, Cole Kmet
Austin Hooper,
is
interesting.
I think good enough for a tight
Yeah.
end.
Isn't Austin on like the?
He was on Tennessee, but
Yeah.
he's projected to be a free agent. But I think you guys should honestly
on
pick
right
up.
now?
We'll move on, but I think you guys should honestly pick up Robert Woods.
All right, it is time for IU men and women talk. So we will start with the men. The two games that we've had since our last episode were Saturday when they took down Illinois 71-68, and then on Tuesday where they lost to Michigan State.
That was
on
in the
road.
script. Okay, so
No.
the Big Ten was
Can't
like.
keep
All
defending.
right, let's
him
talk
anymore.
about
The Big
Can't
Ten,
keep
the Big
talking
Ten,
about
the Big
Saturday.
Ten felt.
Here.
The Big Ten was like, all right,
Okay, we got
national tragedy.
we
will write the script.
got to talk about Saturday first. So Saturday
I
against
can't keep
Illinois.
defending this team.
So
Nobody's defending anymore.
okay, so Saturday against Illinois. That was a really good game. I was there. Robert was there.
That was a really.
Eddie hates the men's team, so he wasn't there.
Oh, I don't hate the men's team. I just am not going to pay $30 to
but-
watch us barely win against a
Well, I
kind
already-
of crappy Illinois team
I
at home.
already had tickets, so I went,
Yeah.
and it was a really fun game to be at. Illinois was without Terrence Shannon Jr., but the thing about when teams, especially basketball teams, when they have missing players, sometimes the players around them will know they have to step up, and they will step up to the point where they'll just play better without said player. And that's
Somehow they always
really
do it.
that's really what this game was an instance of. Matthew Meyer could not be contained in that first half. He had 16 in the first half. He was shooting from wherever he wanted. And Illinois took a lead that was as much as 11 in that second half. But IU, they kept crawling back, keep staying around. They did not have they would tie it and then they would not take the lead. They would tie it and then they wouldn't take the lead.
Yeah.
Finally, with 30 seconds left, they took the lead off some Jalen free throws. And the ending of this game, so they tied it with like a minute. Coleman Hawkins picks the ball off at midcourt, goes for an easy dunk. And then IU scored. Illinois didn't score. Jalen got fouled, made the free throws. Illinois then, they fouled. One of their guys drove and got fouled, and he only made one of two shots. So then they trap Jalen in the backcourt on the next play, finds Galloway, taps it to TJD, dunks it in, and Illinois missed the three on the back end, and IU won. A great game. That was a great game. You know, you love it when your team is down and they just don't quit and they fight back.
Yeah.
Which obviously hasn't happened 9 times this season.
not
Anyway,
your turn to Robert? What did you think of that game?
The Illinois game, it was a good game. The officiating, I feel like, is just it was bad both ways. It was
to be
bad
fair,
both
Big
ways.
Ten refs in both men's and
Illinois.
women's suck.
Yeah, it was bad both ways.
How can
So,
you be one of the
as an-
biggest conferences in basketball and have the worst refs? Like,
Yeah.
honest to God.
As an IU fan, I cannot really say that it was like just bad against us. It was bad both ways. Like the refs, it was kind of bad. Well, not kind of bad. It was terrible.
Yeah, no, it's always like that. It's ridiculous.
And the women's game that I went with you, Eddie, the Michigan game,
That
that
one was-
was terrible. Sydney
The
went
refs.
in for
Yes.
Sydney went
She
in for a
literally got
drive.
some-
A girl jumped up, and the second you leave your feet, you cannot be called for
Correct.
a charge anymore. She jumped up, got hit in the air, and they called a charge on Sydney. That is the
Not
worst
only that-
officiating I have ever seen.
I've never seen this man actually get like kind of pissed. Do you remember the one when she shot the 3 and then after the ball was already hit the rim, the girl came over and fell on her and tackled her? And we literally were like all going, this isn't fucking football, man.
I know.
And they didn't call a single foul. We were so pissed.
And then the ref started getting pissed at
Yeah.
us.
Oh, yeah. One of the refs turned around and
she
told us
turned
to be
around.
quiet.
She turned around and she was like,
I hate it when refs do that.
If you're being bothered by us, then you're not doing your job.
So
correctly.
my friend, I went to a high school to one of my high school's baseball games last year to support my friend that was on the team, and literally after every pitch, we would boo the ump because he was just being bad. In the first inning, he turns around and he's like, "I'm not gonna take this anymore. You gotta be quiet." Like, okay, then make the right call if you don't want to be. Then be better at your job. But going back to the men's team, so that was a good win against Illinois. And then I hardly watched any of this game against Michigan State because I was at the rec balling up.
I watched a little bit of it at the end, and as usual, we looked like dogs.
Here's the thing. Everyone knew Michigan State was going to win that game. After the horrible incident that happened on their campus where 3 people got killed, that you knew they were going to come out and win that game. Like, there's no way that they're not going to win that game. I mean, they had to win that for their campus and for their school, and they did. And there's really nothing IU could have done about it.
That lights another fire inside people.
It does light another fire, but...
So I'm not going to cry and complain about IU not winning this game. Oh, they had a little bit of a lead, and then gives a fuck. Like, game meant more to Michigan State. They were going to win that game, especially since it's at home.
Yeah.
And so now the big one coming up is this
I'm going to be
Saturday.
real. We're finishing 21-10. That's it.
Okay, so we're coming up this Saturday at Purdue. Tomorrow. This is a game I think IU can win.
No, absolutely not.
I'm not sure if they will.
No.
I think
after we played them here, I said that, and then I watched us sit here and almost lose to Michigan. We lost to Northwestern, and we almost lost to Illinois, and we almost lost to Rutgers. So after that, I'm not confident.
A big game,
almost lost to Rutgers is crazy because we won that easily.
We won by 6 points. That's not easily.
That is.
You guys took all the wind out of his sails so quickly.
Because I really don't like when
How is a 2-score game?
So the reason is because I don't really like it when Eddie just interrupts me with negativity when I'm talking. It's just kind of annoying.
You have to be able to do it.
All right. Hey,
so
can I?
Purdue. The thing is Purdue has not been playing that great. So I don't. If I had to pick who I think was going to win, I would pick Purdue. But I don't think that it's completely out of the question because IU almost won at Mackey last year with a completely not as good team. So I think Purdue is not going to walk in and blow them out.
No, they're definitely not. My thing is, if IU loses by less than 5, no, let's not. 5 is too close. 7. If they lose by less than 7, that is a good game for IU.
The spread is 7 at the moment.
The spread is 7. I never even looked at that. If IU loses by less than 7, that is a good game for IU. That shows that they can.
I can agree with that
because that means that they can still play on the road. That is the worst thing. If every game was at Assembly Hall, IU would be the best team in college basketball.
Every team would be the best team in college basketball.
No.
Yeah, almost every team in the Big Ten has one of the best home records in the country. Minnesota's one of the one exception.
Minnesota's bad at everything.
Actually,
Minnesota sucks.
Minnesota's
won one game at home.
Maryland has also not lost a single game at home.
Maryland lost 1 to UCLA. They're 15
this year
at home. Yeah.
Okay, but my point is they beat Purdue at home more than we did. So, and my point is also Purdue's coming off a home win where they won by almost 30 points. We're coming off a road loss against Ohio State. They won 82-55.
Ohio State sucks. They're 3-14 in conference.
They're getting brawny next year.
They're getting brawny next year.
I think Bronny will go to UCLA.
I don't know. I kind of hope he goes to Ohio State just so I can see him play at Assembly Hall next year. But
we're 1 year too early for UCLA coming into the Big Ten. We're 1 year too early. But the thing is so the goal for IU now is to get top 4 in the Big Ten, so they'll have that double bye in the Big Ten tournament. And currently, they are tied with 3 other teams for third, and it's Maryland, Illinois, and Michigan. And they hold the tiebreaker over Illinois and Michigan because they beat Michigan, and they play Michigan again. They will beat Michigan at home.
We beat Illinois both there.
Then they beat Illinois twice.
But we didn't beat Maryland, so Maryland has and Maryland also beat Purdue, which means they have the tiebreaker over us. So
okay, so that's fine.
So we would be 4th.
So
right
if they lose against Purdue, they would just have to win.
We still have what? Purdue and Iowa.
They would have
Purdue,
to
Iowa,
win.
and
They would
Michigan.
have to win both. They would have to win.
Michigan's here, isn't it?
Yes.
They would have to win both games at home. And I think they 100% will win both games at home. They are for sure beating Iowa and Michigan at home.
We also have to beat Iowa. We already lost Iowa once this year.
They will beat Iowa. I'm telling you right now, I was at that game when they played Iowa. Iowa Iowa got so much help. That was the worst officiated game I've seen. Fucking, what's his name? McCaffrey, their coach, he actually got ejected when they played Northwestern. And he should have been ejected. Because he straight up, okay, IU is down by 2, I think, with a minute to go. And the play stopped, and Fran McCaffrey walks into IU's bench area, screaming at, I think it was the assistant coach, the guy that coached when IU played Minnesota. Screaming. He completely crosses the line into the other bench area, and he doesn't get thrown out of the game.
It's technically not. If he didn't have a technical, that's a technical, but you don't.
He already had a tech.
Okay, well, if they didn't call it tech, I don't.
That would have been
Technically,
2. That is literally a textbook technical foul, and the
It is.
Oh my god,
It is. If you cross out of your coaching box, you get 1 warning to get back in there, and if you still stay out, then you
correct. But did he get the warning?
During one of our intramural games.
If you go over to the other box, though, then it is like
that's a
automatic.
team, and he already had he already had. But what was funny is during one of our intramural games, I was on the bench and I said something to the ref, and I was like, I didn't notice. I was like completely.
Now that is the worst reffing I've ever seen.
I was completely on the court, and Robert goes, "Bro, you're not Coach K. Get off the court."
No, dude. Talk about you want to talk about some bad reffing? Let's talk about the intramural. I do have to say, were you there at the game? You were there at the women's game when we were. It was the one against Michigan, and we were literally just chilling there, right? And we were just yelling at the refs because they were sucking, and then all of a sudden, I just hear a kid from the top go, "Holy shit, ref! You're worse than the intramural refs, and they're volunteers."
Yes, I heard that. I was there at that game.
To give you an idea of how bad our intramural refs were, I was inbounding the ball, but before I inbounded the ball, I just looked at the ref. I went 5 steps. 5 steps.
No,
he just
he
took.
literally he started walking at the 3-point line, and he walked all the way in and did a layup.
And
bro.
It wasn't even like he was dribbling you.
No,
that. He got it on a pass.
And then
he was
just
standing
walked.
still.
Yes,
he got the pass, so he wasn't moving, so he doesn't get that like step. So he was there. He caught the ball,
and
still
then he
standing
walked.
still. And then just starts going. And he does like 4 Euro steps, and he's like,
I think Trevor like got on him at one point, and he just like laid a shoulder into him again.
No, did you hear what the ref said to me though afterwards? Because I went ballistic, by the way. He called a foul on me because I literally was doing this and playing defense, and the dude literally bammed into me, and he said that I had his hands in his face. I said, bro, he's freaking 6'4". How did I get my hands in his face? I looked at the ref after the travel though and said, "Are we serious? Can you not see his feet?" And he goes, "Bro, I'm not calling because you're complaining." I literally said, "What?"
No.
I said, "I'm complaining because you're not calling."
At the beginning of the game, all right, I was taking a jumper, and the ref was right there on my hip.
Yes.
Out of bounds. I go up to shoot. He hits both of my arms.
The ref?
And, no.
The player.
The guy that was guarding me. He hits both of my arms, and the ball literally starts going this way and just goes over that way because that's how it hit my hand.
I saw him like, did Robert just shoot this behind the backboard?
No, and then
he
also
didn't call anything.
on a fast break,
right there.
on the fast break, me and Jimmy were both on defense, and I blocked him, and he lost control of the ball. Both my hands were up, and I did this, and just to stop, the ball went out of bounds. The ref looked right at me and pointed it towards they said that they got the ball. I literally walked up to him and said, "Bruh, my hands were in the air. How did I touch it?" And he goes, "Well, your hands weren't in the air the whole time." I said, "Bruh, can we get a replay?"
I love it when they straight up just lie.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
Okay,
At least if you're gonna at least say it tapped your toe, okay. But I wasn't even near the ball.
And by the way,
I get that you're there to get paid. Like,
yeah, they're not volunteering. They're getting paid.
They are getting paid.
No, but they don't have to do it. Like these refs, though, it's their actual job. Like this is really a volunteer opportunity.
Still,
they get paid.
They are getting paid.
Like the thing is, I get that, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's intramural, but if there's something that's blatantly obvious, call it.
Dude, we need to be intramural refs, bro, because we can call better than that.
I travel so much when I go to the rim. I foul so much. I get fouled so much. I don't care about that. There's been a couple times where I've taken jumpers and like on the way down or like even going up, they'll hit my arms a couple times. I don't really care about that.
I do.
But if you're right there, right next to me, and you literally hear
that's what I'm saying.
I want that foul call.
The one that Jimmy drove and he was double teamed, he threw it up and he almost made it. And all I heard I was at half court still because I was trying to prevent a fast break. I heard, and I literally looked at the ref and said, "Did you hear that?" He goes, "Yeah, that was the ball." I said, "Does this sound like rubber?"
By the way, our hold on, one more bad call. This is with like a minute left. We're down by like 25. This is with a minute left. We're down by like 25. Their guy gets
So
guy
funny.
gets a steal at midcourt and is going. He's alone. I'm tracking him down, bro. I'm tracking him down. He goes up for like an easy layup. I come from behind him. All ball. I swear.
it was all
Yeah,
ball.
it was all ball.
Overhand, spike it into the ground, and they call the foul. I was so mad.
It was the only
"You're
time that
called
Quincy's
foul."
hustle paid
I'm
off.
That
I'm not even lying. I was waiting for the ref to honestly get in middle court and go, illegal touching, offense, number 5-yard penalty. I was like, I think we're on the wrong sport, folks.
that was the only good thing I did all game. I played horribly.
Yeah, you did that game.
had
All right.
no points.
So just so we can get ready to move on, we're going to go ahead and move into the women's game. By the way, that was such a great game against Purdue. Obviously, congratulations. We are the regular season Big Ten champions for the first time since 1986.
The first ever.
1986.
It
yep.
was since the first year they
Yep.
actually had women's.
And it was great.
basketball.
They actually had the whole team there from that year, and they just kind of like did a photo shoot with them. It was super cool.
That's nice.
By the way, shout out to our 2 seniors, Alyssa McCall and of course Grace Berger. Sadly, they will no longer be here after this season. 2 fantastic players. Alyssa was obviously a transfer, but she still was fantastic. She was a great off-the-bench player that could really help relieve Mackenzie Holmes. And, of course, needless to say, Grace Berger is probably going to go down as, if not the best, one of the best point guards in Indiana history. I mean, she has just beyond anything. She's just carried this team for almost 5 years on her back.
I'll give you a fun fact. IU actually got a #1 vote in the AP poll.
Yeah, I know. They got
deserve
multiple
that.
#1 votes
They
a couple
got-
years ago, or a couple weeks ago.
They got they got 1 this week.
Okay.
though, which
Which I
I
think
thought
is
they were just
bullshit,
putting
but,
South Carolina unanimous every time.
No. But so yeah, it was definitely a really great game. I thought it was so funny. I felt so bad, Robert. Okay, by the way, the game started at noon.
So, all
I
right.
got there at 8:30 to line up because like it was first come first. It was actually like a men's game this time. They actually finally
Yeah.
started implementing that.
No, so they were
And-
giving out tickets, right?
Yes.
To
I didn't get
students.
mine in
I
time.
didn't. No,
You have to
I didn't
book it.
get. Huh?
You had to book it online.
Yeah, I didn't. I tried to.
So
I didn't get mine in
tried
time.
that. I tried that on like the week before the game, or like not even the week before, like Tuesday or Wednesday, like before the game, Monday or Tuesday before the game, right? I look everywhere. I can't.
Oh no, they
find
were sold out a
anything.
week in advance. They were sold out almost immediately.
I was also talking to my friend that was like, it was like a week and a half before the game. It was literally like a week before the game. I was talking to my friends. He was like, oh yeah, they sent me an email to
Yeah.
where I can get it. I checked everything. I went IU athletics. I did everything. I was on my email. I was searching for a solid 15, 20 minutes trying to find it, and I could not find a single thing. I was ticked.
So I
Oh, yeah.
found
No, it was
I
good.
found the email and I went to go do it and they just said tough shit, there's no more.
Yeah, no,
So-
they were
That
literally
was
the
pissed.
students had sold out.
I should have just got like a regular ticket. They were $1.
They were $1, but
Yeah.
there was no seats. Like when I got there, literally there is 17,322 I think seats in Assembly Hall. They
Yeah.
were all sold. Every
Yeah,
single
that's-
one of them was filled.
They told it.
That was
Did they
the-
do the upper deck?
Yeah,
They did?
completely sold out.
They normally don't do that for women's games.
They've done it twice this year. They did it once against
against
Iowa,
Iowa.
and then they
Yeah.
did it at this one, and it wasn't sold out against Iowa. This is the first ever completely sold out women's game,
yeah.
and it was fantastic. They did the senior day stuff. I will
Oh,
say
that was on senior day too.
yeah, this was senior day.
Oh, that was-
and they definitely see. This is the thing. Indiana all year has been this team where they look like they're gonna fall apart the first half. Like they kind of keep it close, and then
Yeah.
it was 37-34 at halftime. Purdue fans were like, "Oh, maybe you guys really do suck." And then came a 27-12 quarter, and we were like, "Scoreboard." But no, I literally got there 3.5 hours early. It was so fun. I was super excited. Grace did sign my shirt after the game, so like,
that is nice.
I literally been trying all season, but like she always was like the first out because she had to go to the media stuff. But they stayed on the court obviously with the Big Ten champion. They cut the nets. They did the trophy ceremony.
Yeah,
And
maybe I just need to
and-
hit up my roommate and be like, hey, I
what
got
I'm
a guy
saying.
that's like obsessed with Sydney.
I actually almost got Sydney to sign it. She was there, and I actually was like, "Hey,
Eddie
can you
would
sign it?"
Eddie would kill people for Sydney Parrish.
for an autograph, yes, 100%.
I'll just ask him. I'll be like, hey, can
but-
you take this like shirt?
Well, no, because I have a goal. Like before the end of before my time is over here, I actually want every single starter from every single year that I'm here to sign my shirt
For the
And-
women's?
for the women's team, and that's why I literally Grace is the only starter this year leaving, and so I've literally been all year trying. I've already gotten Chloe's twice, which is so funny. She's like the only one that actually comes out into
She
the stands.
recognize you?
No.
No,
I wasn't wearing the same shirt, bro.
She doesn't give a shit about him.
No. So
Miller Kopp recognizes me because I was in his class.
Oh yeah. Wow.
By the way, Robert hates Miller Kopp. He has like a vendetta.
No, I don't like the way he plays because
I'm telling
Quincy
you, deep down,
may
this man
say-
wants to marry
Quincy-
Race Thompson.
no, race.
I hate
Race deserves
Did we tell that story on air about us avoiding Race?
Race had a solid game against Illinois. I'll give him that.
He's had like 2 or 3 solid.
So
games
you mean
this
for
year.
Race, he had an all-star performance?
Yeah, he's had like 3 good games this year.
Okay,
Race
no. He's had 3 okay games this
There was
year.
a couple games that he dropped 20 plus. So the
Okay,
one
no.
that when Trace was out,
Turns out it was against a high school team, and we
it
didn't
was
know.
it was no, it was against
Hold on.
it was against
So when
Little
we're-
Rock, or
Yeah.
some
when
shit
we're
like that, like
warming up-
Arkansas.
Whenever we warm up for intramural games, Robert goes, "Okay, who am I?"
And then he just goes.
So the reason I don't like Miller Kopp is not
Because you're a hater.
Not because he's a terrible player. He's a decent player.
Decent.
But it's because he doesn't play basketball the right way. He plays it the white way. He is the most
So like almost every white person that plays the game.
No, he plays it, but he is like extra white with it. He is like chicken.
What the
he
hell
is
does
like-
that mean?
He is like chicken breast with no seasoning.
What?
He is just plain as fuck. So he hits a 3 and he'll go down. That's his celebration. It's literally like a dad that just got done mowing his lawn and he like
It's like in the first like 5 minutes of the game, Miller Kopp hit a 3 from like easily like
Bro goes,
Like
he's
curry
like
range.
chicken without the seasoning, bro. Oh my god.
he is the most plain motherfucker I have
I'll tell you
ever
though, man.
met. He does the most white celebration. Trey Galloway has better celebrations and he doesn't do anything.
What do you mean? Drake Galloway's good. I like
Trey
Trey.
Galloway.
Trey
he
Galloway is a
has-
great player,
yeah.
actually. I
Okay,
like him.
so Miller Kopp though, I mean, you can't deny he's got high motor skills. He's sneaky athletic. You know, man.
He is.
Trey
got a high
Galloway
basketball
is
IQ.
like that kid at recess that does nothing but sit in the corner and shoot threes. Or not Trey,
Miller Kopp.
Miller.
but like he
Hey,
does
but the
just-
difference is Miller freaking hits him.
No,
Most of the
hits him
time.
every
I
once
had
in a
a
while.
class with Miller Kopp, and he's so funny. He would just like talk to everyone like a normal person.
But
And,
like the thing is,
that's why he's my favorite player.
He does everything that like a 35-year-old white guy that is like married, like lives in the suburbs would do. Like he does like the, like just and his shot fake.
I'm gonna have to change up my celebration, I guess.
His shot fake is like just like it's the same thing. He like takes his whole entire arms into it, and he's so slow with it.
It works like every time.
It works every
Hey,
time,
hey,
but it shouldn't.
Hey, you know what? Hey, that's why Quincy likes him so much, because Quincy shot fake be like.
And then no, his shot's
And then,
like
no.
that.
Yeah.
his shot fake is perfect form,
Even
but then
better-
his shot is.
Even better. Hey, have you guys? Okay, so
If you guys ever have,
if you guys are like a little bit older, well, I mean, quite a bit older than us. No offense, but you guys will remember the game that like was out a long time ago called Double Dribble for like the old systems. That's how this man dribbles. He literally dribbles
Because
like
I don't
this.
travel. Everyone.
That is bullcrap. You literally, there's so
Quincy,
many
I'm
times you
on
take
your
the
team
ball
and I
and you
stole
walk.
the ball from you, Quincy.
Bro, and also-
I was
no,
on your
yes,
team
it
and I
is.
Yes,
stole
it is.
the ball from you.
Also, half the time when he starts
No.
to dribble, he uses both hands, which is an immediate double
Okay,
dribble.
So what Robert's talking about is I got the rebound and they never let me take the ball up. So I started. To
There's
take
a
the-
reason for that.
So I started to take the ball up and I was dribbling up the court.
and I was like
And-
running next to him, so I just took it. From
And there
him.
was a guy that was coming and I got scared, so I just gave it to
No,
him.
you didn't. You were
No,
still
he legit
dribbling.
took
you
it
were
from
still
you.
going like this.
No.
and I took it from behind me and I just started dribbling with it.
No,
I was like, I'm not about to let Quincy make me run this far, and I don't even get
You were
over
running directly next to me, so I just
I
gave
was
you the
in
Hey,
ball.
front
hey,
of
wait.
you.
Can I point out you weren't there for this? We were playing at the rec center a couple days ago. Me, Jimmy, shout out Jimmy, and like all of our friends, J-To and everybody.
Oh,
And-
I threw J-To into the rec center door. Like,
Oh, that was funny. But no, that's not it. So they were bringing the
Not on
ball.
purpose.
We were playing 4-on-4, right? And Quincy brought the ball up. I literally turned around to my team and said, "On 2, everybody rush Quincy," because I know that when he sees a bunch of people running, he just throws the ball up. So I said, "All right, 1, 2, 3." We all sprinted. I stopped really quick. Quincy literally looked at me and went and threw the ball right at me. I literally was like, "Oh, thanks, Quincy." Jimmy literally goes, "What the hell?"
Okay, Jimmy was running this way to where you were.
But I rushed
And then
as
he
soon as
stopped running.
No. I rushed when I saw Jimmy standing next to you because I knew you would flip out. He hadn't completed his run yet. I jumped in front of Jimmy because I knew you would throw it right at me. And I dribbled it up the court, threw it, we scored. I literally was just like, all right, everybody again on 3. And they were just like, nah, he ain't gonna fall for it again. I said, you want to bet?
Then they just stopped. They never let me take the ball up.
Yeah, because, bro, that's like, imagine if every time Steph Curry brought the ball up, they rushed him, he just goes, ah. All right. Anyway,
you need the great moves that Trace has. He
Yeah,
does
on God.
the imaginary shimmy as he's dribbling, not moving in place. He's just sitting there like this.
Oh God.
Also, shout out to Taven, who was absolutely shit talking his brother.
That's so funny.
During the game, we were sitting there, and Trace.
Yeah, we were sitting next to Trace's family.
Yeah. So. That was just a little disclaimer. We were at the Illinois game. We were actually sitting like a row, and then like.
I'm telling
right
you guys
next
have better
to
told him to
Taven.
throw dots next season. I'm telling you.
I did. I was gonna
Dexter
see.
should be starting.
Dexter should, but he's still injured.
So
He may not. No, he may not be back for next season.
Yeah.
They're saying that he may not because he tore it really bad.
Yeah. Like, didn't they even have complications during the surgery?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be out for over a year. But during the game, Trace goes down, and Trace doesn't get guarded until it gets semi-close to the paint.
Correct.
That's because he's got the 3-point
I'd
line.
love to see Trace
and like
just
3
one
or
time
4
go, you know what, bitch, fine, and pulls it and makes it.
Yes,
I love
he's
that.
taken a jump
want
shot all year.
Trace,
I know.
Trace, if he gets a jumper, he will actually be able to play in the NBA.
100%. I think he'll still be able to play in the NBA, but
He needs to be at least like 35-40% from the field.
Yeah.
Not threes. Nobody gives a crap about threes for him. But like a pull-up jumper, he needs to have that. And he's sitting there and he's dribbling, and well, he gets in, starts backing guy down, gets triple teamed.
oh yeah.
And he doesn't pass it, and I just hear Taven in the background. That's why you shoot it, fucker. And
That was funny. I heard that too.
I was losing it.
That's
and then
great.
he comes down and misses one. He goes, how do you miss that? So shout
I
out
hope
to
you know,
Taven
I
for
hope
like
you know,
trying
I
to
hope
keep...
you know next season though, Trace is gonna be doing the same thing. What the hell are you looking at, bro? Why are
Bro,
you
what
throwing
the fuck?
that?
You just threw that into double coverage, you dumbass.
You threw 5 picks against Ohio State. What the fuck,
Get
man?
the fuck out of the pocket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, hey, actually catch the ball when it snapped to you. Like, anyway.
All right,
I
do
just
you
want to
have-
wrap up something really quick with the women's team. They're playing Iowa this Sunday, which
They're-
is going to
they're
be
meeting
so
Iowa.
great.
They're
That's
beating
also a
us.
sold-out game for Iowa.
It's a sold-out game for Iowa. It's home. It's going to be close. I think we can still indeed beat them, but it's going
yeah.
to be so close. By the way, as of now, there is rumors that Caitlin Clark is declaring for the WNBA after the season. There is no like final thing, but also obviously,
she will.
I don't know what Grace is going to
I
do
feel like-
because
I
I
feel
feel
like-
like the women that
I think
Isn't
declare.
she a graduate student right now?
I think Caitlin Clark could probably get more NIL money from Iowa than she could salary from the WNBA.
Most likely, definitely.
Correct, but if she ends up for some reason not performing as well, then she's not going to get anywhere near as much money when she does decide to go to the NBA.
Exactly.
The
She'll be
WNBA.
fine. She'll still be
I mean, then again, it's not like the WNBA is really making anything. They're losing $80,000 every season, so
Yeah.
80 million.
Huh?
Well, unless you're the
was
rate,
80,000.
or unless you're the Aces, and then you just get
Yeah.
paid under the
that's
table.
what I'm saying. Now the Las Vegas,
So,
bro, they're
hold on,
ridiculous.
quickly, before we go to Eddie's game or whatever, let's all go score predictions for the women's game and the men's game. We'll start with the women's game.
I'm saying IU. I'm gonna say IU 78, Iowa 71.
I'm going to say
You really think it'll be that big?
IU 85, Iowa 80.
Iowa.
You had to really think about 80. Yeah, 80.
I'm gonna do 76-72.
76, 72. Okay.
IU.
All right,
Men's
game against Purdue.
I'm going Purdue 79, and then I'm gonna go IU. I'm gonna go IU 68. I really think that they're gonna end up just falling apart like they have been in the second.
I don't know. I feel like the problem with IU basketball, IU men's basketball, the way it is anyway, they can never have a good game.
That's what
like
I'm
a
saying.
full game.
They're
They
like football.
always-
They're like football. They always play one good half and then they just get shit
IU
on.
doesn't even, IU
They've
football
had,
doesn't even
like,
play a good
few
half.
games.
That depends on the team.
Yeah, IU doesn't even have a good
I'm
half.
gonna
Like
say-
when we played Michigan, that first half, we were like, oh my God, it's 10-10. And then 31-10 came around as the final score. We're like, shit.
I'm going to say
Don't act like you weren't scared at at halftime. I saw my Michigan friends that were like,
No, yeah,
they were
I was
like,
petrified.
ain't no way it's 10-10 right
I
now.
was petrified. I'm like, there's no fucking way Jim Harbaugh and JJ McCarthy are about, and Blake Corum are about to lose
To fucking IU.
IU. There's no.
And in my head, I'm going, Tom Allen, I love you. And then all of a sudden, 31-10, if it's the final, I'm like, shit.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Then by the end, I'm just like, hail to the victory.
I'm gonna say IU loses 60-55. I think it's gonna be a defensive game.
Okay.
Ooh, that low though. For me, I'm probably gonna go a little bit higher. I'm gonna go 82-76.
Okay. All right, and right before we get in the game,
I
I
think
just want
they can win though.
Yeah,
They
mean,
definitely.
maybe.
IU definitely.
I don't
does
think so
have,
with Mackey though. I just think
Yeah,
that
I
right
definitely
now,
do think
after
that
coming
IU has
off
the
of
best-
an almost
If I were-
30-point win,
the,
no.
the two games they really have to win are home against Iowa, home
And
against
Michigan.
Michigan. If
Yeah,
they
they
win
have to-
those two, they'll be top 4 in the Big Ten. And for the Big Ten tournament, anyone can win that.
I
thing.
will
And
say
having
this,
that
though.
double bye is gonna be huge.
I disagree that they'll be top 4. They'll be a 4 seed. I don't think they will. I don't
Really?
think they're not going to be top 16 in the country if they lose to Purdue right now.
No. We're just talking about Big
No,
Ten.
in the Big
about
Ten
in
they
the
will.
Big Ten.
I'm just saying they're probably going to
I
get
feel
bumped down to
they'll
like
probably
6
get
seed.
the 5
5 or
yeah,
6.
5 or
If they
6.
make it to the semifinals of the Big Ten, I think a 4 could still be in the cards.
I don't. Not if they're not ranked.
Although there really isn't any difference between a 4 and a 5 seed in the tournament. I would actually rather be like a 6 than a 5.
Yeah.
Because then you're not on the same side as a 1.
Yeah.
But I mean, I want to see him win the Big Ten. Like, my friend asked me a question at the start of the year. He's like, would you rather have IU win the Big Ten and get knocked out in the Sweet 16, or don't win the Big Ten and get knocked out in the Elite 8? And I said, I'd rather win the Big Ten. At least get something.
I don't know. That's a tough one. But anyway, before we move on to the game, though, I just want to give a shout out to Jason Tatum. He has officially broken the All-Star scoring record with 55 points in the All-Star game. Him and Jaylen Brown are just such a funny duo. Jaylen Brown obviously had the mask on because he fractured his face, which has. By the way, tell me how funny that sounds. Dude, I can't imagine that they were on air just sitting there going, I can't say this. Like, I can't. I'm going to laugh because I would laugh, bro. Just sitting there going, and here's Jaylen Brown now with a fractured face. Like, I would have laughed. I'm not going to lie.
All right, so what game you got for us?
So we are getting. Oh, do we? By the way, we gotta say, Max McClung, bro. Holy,
Mac McClung.
holy.
That man there.
Tell me why Jackson kind of looks like Mac
And also,
McClung.
I called it.
man there is
I
different.
called it. Dame time, buddy. Dame time. But anyway, no.
I feel
dude,
like
he's
okay,
ridiculous.
okay. I know this is probably not on the thing, but what do you think can help the All-Star week?
you mean?
Like, what do you think can
All
help
right,
out the All-Star
I'll give you
rating?
mine.
I say we do a street ball, like where they do it now, like kind of like where they pick. But I also think that it was really cool. I think they should do where fans get to pick the teams, like an XFL type shit.
Okay, I'm gonna
That'd be
say
fun.
they in the dunk contest specifically, they need to have people that are not NBA players in the dunk contest. And what
Yes,
I mean by
professional
that,
dunkers.
what I mean by that is there are some
Harlem
people.
Globetrotters.
There are
Jordan Killigan or Killigan
There
or
are some
something
people
like that.
on the internet. I don't really know names, but they could do some crazy shit.
Jordan Kilgren.
Like, have it half NBA, because no one in the NBA wants to do it anymore.
No.
So have it half NBA players and half
That's true.
people with like a following that can do some
I
stuff.
am kind of
'Cause,
mad though because Ja has officially said he will never do the dunk contest, which I think is bullshit. Ja
Yeah.
would fucking
like,
murder
why?
because nobody wants to do it because it's not nobody
There's no
cares about the dunk
incentive.
contest.
There's no incentive.
Because what does the NBA come now? It's become a 3-point.
Exactly.
I mean, nobody wants to dunk anymore.
yeah, it's
I
kind of
mean,
how the dunk contest now is kind of like what the 3-point contest
used
was.
to be. Yeah, where
Yeah.
like Larry Bird kind of lightened it a little, but like still nobody really wanted to do it.
Yeah, nobody really cared about
Like,
it because
you know,
like it's not that big of a
When you
concept
were comparing it to Michael Jordan going up from the freaking free throw line and going across it and then just dunking, like nobody
also
gave a
something
crap
I think
about
that
it.
really ruined it
But then
is
Steph came along and
when I think something that ruined the dunk contest was when they started like letting celebrities be the judges and shit like that, and also
I
like
think it's funny.
yeah, but like also when you have Aaron Gordon getting snubbed twice.
I agree. That's
That-
why he said he's not doing it again.
Yeah, exactly, because
And
that's
I think,
just BS.
Dude,
He
imagine
won.
him against Ja, bro. That would be so dope.
That would be crazy. But Aaron definitely won that one year.
I agree.
They need to introduce, like, I see it at Pacer games all the time, and I'm sure they do it at other teams' games. But like, they gotta bring in like the trampolines,
Yeah.
and, like bring
Yes.
in the mats. And
No, you know what I would love to
like,
see?
get
A
extreme
mass.
with
We
it.
need to see a mascot dunk contest, bro. Imagine that.
mascot.
Mascot with the trampolines.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm saying.
I
That would be
Yes.
Before we go in, I remember like at the women's game when they played Iowa, they had the like student athletic board go on and just play like knockout at halftime. I was this close to just walking on the court and seeing if anyone noticed and just be a part of the game. I was so close, but
No,
I didn't do it because I'm a little little
No.
bitch.
Yeah, we know.
All right, so the game, we're just doing trivia, but
Okay.
I asked him before. I just texted him like literally an hour and a half
Yeah.
ago, and I
Yeah.
literally was like, "Yo, what are the two sports? Like, what is your sport you're best at? Whatever."
I was honestly.
And since you
I was
said
actually about to text you guys. Be like,
Yeah.
is there anything that like? Do you guys want me to like? Is there a script or anything? Is there
actually, I talked to Roger earlier, and we kind of got together and we talked about
No,
it.
like I mean for the podcast, just
yeah.
like see if there's
No,
anything
I
that
know.
you guys
Roger,
want me to
Roger
bring.
controls everything.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I just didn't know if there was like something I need to brush up on.
Yeah, and
if
they
there
actually
was
told me that
some topics I wouldn't know.
couldn't talk about certain things because Travis and Jason already had rights to that, so I kind of had to move some things around.
Yeah.
But but anyway, so you said baseball, but you also said football, so
Yes.
I have a little bit of both.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Now the problem
Can
is
Quincy join in on
Is
this?
this
the
like a
problem
is
is
this like
Quincy knows baseball. So
Okay.
Is this
gonna
a
be-
competition? Like,
I mean,
is
you
it
can
a-
if you want.
Yo,
Sure.
Quincy,
And
you should
Jackson,
actually
you're welcome
join
to
one of my
join as well.
clubs.
So
I'm in the.
Baseball's honestly
Hey, can I do
I was gonna
a
say.
quick shameless plug here?
Go for it.
sure.
There's an IU baseball and sabermetrics club.
Really?
If you are very interested in baseball and you love
Oh
it,
yeah, you guys were talking about joining.
we have that. We now that IU baseball has been playing again, we go to those games every once in a while.
Okay. They
Meetings
play
are
at
Tuesday
Texas today.
at Texas. Ooh.
They've been like smoking the ball. Like it's very very early in the season.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they do
I mean,
have
we
me-
did get. We also
They
did
do
get
have
smoked.
metal bats.
We no, shut up.
Fair.
We also
play,
did get
I'll
smoked by Auburn, but no, that was our
They
season
took
opener.
1 or 2.
That was also our season opener. So, but we do that. We also have meetings every Tuesday, where there's sometimes trivia. We had a watch party for the World Series. So, if you guys
might have
enjoy
to-
baseball, just
Are y'all
show
doing
up.
stuff for the World Baseball Classic?
We'll probably do watch parties.
Okay, I'm pulling up.
All right.
I'm pulling up.
All right.
I'll talk to them. I'll see.
Okay, I'm pulling up.
Your choice. Do we start with baseball or do we start with football?
Just mix them in.
Well, no. I mean, they're on two separate things.
Ooh,
so.
Do baseball.
Baseball first.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do baseball.
All right. First one. Who is the only player since 2018 to have over 450 RBIs and at least a .4 OBP?
I'm gonna say Jose Ramirez.
Okay. Once again, only player since 2018.
18.
Correct.
At first, I was gonna go. So, what did you say?
It's
said
450 RBIs and at
RBIs.
least a .4 on base percentage.
Was gonna go Trout, but he's been hurt a lot since then.
I always love doing baseball with Jackson though because Jackson always looks like he's constipated over there. He's thinking so hard about these questions. I'll look over and he's going.
I actually think of someone. I have another name that it could be.
I'm trying to think of guys that are really good at like offensive production, but not really.
This one's a little tougher. I actually did not.
This is Juan Soto.
That's the other guy I was.
Yeah,
thinking
I was thinking because like he is very good at that, and he's not like. Yeah, he hits a lot of home runs, but also, I mean, that's also RBIs. I will go with that answer, Juan Soto.
Okay.
I think it's Juan Soto. I thought about him like as soon as I said Jose Ramirez.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's Juan Soto.
Who is it?
I'll tell you all at the end.
Oh, okay.
I don't give it away at the beginning.
Okay,
I have
okay.
to make you guys wait. I have to make you guys sweat.
Oh, the suspense.
All right. This one's actually really interesting too. I did not know this one. Then again, baseball's not my thing. But Dave Winfield was drafted 4th overall in 1973. Which Hall of Famer was taken 3rd overall? And if you give me the team, I will give you an extra point.
See, the MLB draft gets like no coverage because
Yeah, I mean, I can skip that one. That one's way too hard.
How
I
about
can
this?
skip
How about this? You give me the team, and I will try.
it. Okay, the Brewers.
I'm gonna say Robin Yount.
You think it's Robert now? Okay.
That's like the only Hall of Fame Brewer I can think of.
I can't think of any Hall
Or
of Fame
like
Brewers.
Paul Molitor. It's one of those.
Which one you taking?
I'll say Robin Yount. I think he was earlier.
Hold on. Who is that? No, that was the Royals. Fuck. I don't know. I can't think of anybody that was. Oh, fuck. Did he play for any other team? You have no idea.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I have no idea.
All right.
Okay. Jackson, you got any idea?
You got me on this.
Really? Okay.
70
40 years ago.
I just
50
named the
years
only
ago.
two.
50, 73 is literally 50
I
years
just
ago.
named the only two Hall of Fame Brewers I could think of.
Yeah, I can't.
I think it's one of those two.
I
It's
have
gotta be
no
one of
idea.
those two.
All right. I thought I could get you guys with that one.
That was a good one.
Because it was from 50 years ago.
Exactly. Give us something more recent, like at least say in the 2000s.
Okay,
man.
I'm not going to tell you whether Quincy got the right answer, but I will tell you it is indeed one of the two people that you listed. Now, whether or not you got the right answer,
Oh, okay.
you
I
look
knew-
it up.
I knew it was one of
okay.
those.
No, he's.
I feel like he did. He just wants to build the suspense more.
No, I'm just saying that those,
Quincy's like, hold on.
I
Hold on,
I
guys.
actually looked it up earlier, and I was like, those are like the only two Hall of Fame Brewers I knew either. Like I didn't
don't know any Hall of Fame Brewers.
Okay. Ooh, this is interesting.
Hunter
Who is
Pence. No, not Hunter. Not.
Okay.
Prince Fielder.
who is the Phillies' all-time leader in postseason home runs? And if you can give me the number of home runs, I'll
It's
give you.
gotta be Mike Schmidt. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Mike Schmidt. There's no way it's anyone else.
Trying to think. Philly.
Harper hit a lot last year.
Yeah, but
Bryce.
all time.
is
It's
it-
all
wait,
time.
Is it single season or all
No,
time?
postseason. I said
It's gotta
postseason
be
home
Mike
runs.
Schmidt. They won
Oh.
multiple World Series with him. It's gotta
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is the Phillies' all-time leader in postseason home runs? And you
Yeah.
give me extra credit. You'll get extra point if you can tell me exactly how many.
30.
32.
Okay. You going Mike
the
Schmidt
middle.
as well? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm going Mike Schmidt.
Go in the middle.
You hit 30.
I said 32. He said 30.
Oh, I thought you said 31 and 30. I was like, how do you didn't hit in 30,
No.
30 and a half home runs, bro?
He had
Like
a
gave
double.
up halfway through and just fell.
He had a double.
Yeah.
Ground rule double.
Ground rule double.
yeah. All right.
I'll go 28.
All right, sounds good.
28. Okay.
All right. All right. Who was the last pitcher to win his 300th career game while wearing a Mets uniform?
Mets.
Correct.
It's gotta be someone that like had a long career and just like happened to be on the Mets when he did it.
Bartolo Colon.
That's probably it.
That's my answer.
I think that's it.
He's like the only one that's like you said the most recent, right?
No. Who was the last? Yeah, so I guess last.
So most recent. So I would say he's the best pitcher other than DeGrom that has been for the
The thing
Mets
is
in a
though
while.
is Cologne has played since like 2002.
I don't know, Scherzer.
He may have gotten it before then.
don't-
Cologne may have gotten it before.
yeah, but he got sent down halfway through. He got
I
released
can't
because
think of anyone else who
he got
it would be.
yeah. Cologne started in 2002, but he also went down.
I guess I'll
for a
also
while.
say Bartolo Colon because
So-
I don't know who else it could be.
In 2014. That's my guess.
Okay.
I'll jump on the bandwagon, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Big sexy.
We're all just a team at this point.
Exactly. We're all going for the
We all
same.
went with
The
one,
first
so
time we
we'll
did
go.
trivia, I made the questions and I made them ridiculous.
No, like they were questions that like literally like half of
They
them were
were
from like people from
so
like the 40s.
hard.
Yeah,
And I was like, yo, what?
I felt bad during the.
I did. I think I got
So,
1 point.
You got like
You were actively saying during the episode, God, I feel bad. These are really hard.
Yeah. They literally were like questions that like from like the 40s. Like
Oh my
people
God.
from the like I think even one of them was literally about like before the NFL existed. I was like, yo, what?
no, they were way
All right.
too hard.
We'll do
What was the biggest
Okay, we'll do
margin
two
of
more.
victory in
Who
any
was the
college
last
football game?
who was the last Yankees player to lead the AL in home runs in back-to-back seasons? And if you can give me the player
A-Rod.
and both the years.
A-Rod.
Okay, wait. Who had the
No.
most last year? Did Judge lead it last year?
Yeah, Judge
yeah.
Judge
broke the record
Judge
last
broke the
year.
No,
record.
the year before.
Oh, the year
Oh.
before. Oh, I thought you meant like.
Remember, who is the last Yankee player to lead the AL in home runs in back-to-back seasons? So in the AL.
Oh,
Not just
not
the
just
team.
not just the Yankees.
Not just the team.
No,
Not just the Yankees.
I would say A-Rod then.
Okay.
The last Yankee player to lead the AL. So like they
In
didn't
home
have to be
runs.
playing for the Yankees, right?
No.
No. Like
He was on the
Yankees.
Yankees. He was on
That's
the Yankees.
that's why I'm saying that's why
And
I'm
he
saying
was- he was
that's why
the
I'm saying
leading
A-Rod
one.
because I don't think
Okay.
anybody's done it since. Like I don't think anybody like Judge didn't do it
Nope.
because the year.
I will
year
tell you
bef-
that. I knew that because I'm a
yeah, I
Judge
knew
fan,
it was
but
The thing
Judge.
is, though, is I don't think A-Rod.
points if you can give me the years. So I mean,
don't-
back
I
to
don't-
back.
I mean, J-Rod or A-Rod was on roids at the end of his
I don't
career.
think
So
it's A-Rod, though, because there were other players like Miguel Cabrera also like consistently hitting like a
I want to say
ton.
it was like Stanton or somebody.
no, Stanton hasn't been. Stanton's been
Stanton
good,
hasn't
but he's not been Marlins good since.
He hasn't led
since he
the-
was on the Marlins.
Yeah, he hasn't been. He hasn't been as good. Like Marlins was when he was the best.
I'm gonna say
Shocked you guys are like even not considering one of the greatest Yankees of all time.
Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was he was good offensively, but like
No, I know. I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm just trying to get in your head now, just kind of confuse y'all.
Yeah,
no, I'm going A-Rod. I'm going A-Rod like
I mean, I love Jeter with all my heart, but did he ever lead the AL in
No.
home runs?
No.
Yeah,
No, never.
Jeter was more of just a consistent on-base percentage hitter.
Yeah. He was a good hitter, terrible defensive player.
Why am I getting a feeling that like Judge had the most 2 years ago?
That's
I don't
what
know.
That's what I want to think though too, because he had a 50 homer. He's had 50 homers.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, but that was like his first year. His first year, his second year, and his third year, he kind of fell off a little bit. But this year, he was in order for re-signing, so he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna like ball out."
Dude, yeah, he balled.
He worked all off season.
I'm
and
sorry. I know there's controversy about this, but I will forever say he's the leader. I don't care what Barry Bonds did. You can't be on roids and say you actually hit those. You didn't actually hit
But
those.
the thing is, you've also got to be able to make contact
I'm
with
gonna
it.
say,
and
all right,
Barry Bonds was the best at making
Aaron
contact.
Judge is my
But
final
you still-
answer.
he didn't hit that until he was on
I think he
roids.
did. I'm gonna
Yes,
say
he
Aaron
did.
Judge.
He did not. He
was
didn't have
still
the
a great
record.
hitter. No, but
He was a great hitter, but Aaron Judge just proved he broke it. Every record except that one.
All right, I'm gonna
anyway,
say Aaron Judge.
Okay.
Go to the next one.
All right, and then the last baseball one. Who
I'll
was
go
the
with-
first? Oh wait, yeah. Sorry,
So
go.
I'm gonna go with my original. I'll go with Stanton. I don't think it's right, but I'll go
Okay.
with Stanton.
I don't think
Who
he
was
let
the
it
first
ever.
Hall of Famer to be inducted with a Cardinals cap on his plaque?
Stan Musial.
No.
No.
It's Hornsby. Because Rogers Hornsby was in like the first ever Hall of Fame class, and he played for the Cardinals like his whole career. Wait,
Shit.
you said with a Cardinals logo on his hat, right?
Cardinals with a card.
It's gonna do some bullshit where on his picture it wasn't actually the logo.
It was
'cause
Cardinals
they just-
cap. It was a cap, not a logo. Like he was.
I
wearing a
mean, I
Cardinals
know,
cap.
I know
that
for a
the
fact
most
that-
recent one is.
That's such bullshit. If that's
I know the most
thing.
recent one, Scott Rowland. Shout out to Scott. I actually went to high school, like less than half an hour where he went to high school at. My sister's boyfriend actually had the same teachers he did in high school or in class. So
The little victories.
the
All
little
right, I'm gonna
victories.
say
I'll
Rogers.
go with Scott.
All right, I'm gonna say Rogers Hornsby, and when it's wrong because of that thing, I'm gonna be pissed.
I can't really think of that many other ones, and I'm not gonna piggyback off of his ride again. So I will stick with Stan the Man
Okay.
because I think that was one of the first times that they started like with the birds on the bat. So
Give me Stanton, man.
No,
Yeah,
not the
it's-
bat. The cap.
I know birds on the bat, like that's
Yeah.
the logo.
I know. I feel like
Yeah.
that's gonna be right, but I'm gonna say Rogers Hornsby still, just because I know he was in the first ever Hall of Fame class
Yeah.
and played his whole career with the Cardinals. But they're gonna it's gonna in his picture he's not wearing it. So
Okay. We'll go over baseball now. At the end of it, the score is Jackson 0, Robert 0,
damn.
Quincy 1.
Which one did I get right?
Which one?
You know which one? I told you.
Did I
Which
get
one.
Robin Yount
Yes.
right? Okay.
All right.
How the
I
fuck?
thought it was gonna be
This one, I figured I would.
Okay,
hang on,
who
I'll
was-
go over it.
oh, okay.
I figured I would stump you guys on this. Who was the only player since 2018 to have 450 RBIs and at least a .4 OBP? It was Freddie Freeman, Dodgers.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn, I didn't even think of Freddie Freeman.
That's
You got that. You got
Fuck,
Robin
I
Yount
forgot
right. David Winfield was drafted overall. Yeah. Okay, this one I figured I'd get you guys. Who is the Phillies' all-time leader in postseason home runs as of February 21st, 2023? Jason Reith. Or Worth.
Worth?
He's got 11 postseason home runs.
Worth?
Yep.
What?
with 11.
With 11.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yep.
Bro, Jason, I saw Jason Worth on the Hall of Fame ballot, and I'm like, who the hell is voting for Jason Worth to be a Hall of Fame?
Who was the last pitcher to win his 300th career game while wearing a Mets uniform? It's Tom Glavine, and it was in 2007.
Okay.
Damn. I really thought Cologne
this
had
one,
that in him.
y'all. I even knew this one as a Yankees fan. I was pissed y'all didn't get this one.
I'm not a Yankees
Who
fan.
was the
Fuck
last Yankees player to lead the AL in home runs in back-to-back seasons? Mickey Mantle in 55 and 56.
I figured there would just be someone.
Come on,
I
guys.
figured it was like going to be a lot more recent than that.
Yeah,
And
I thought so.
you might want to go ahead and mute his microphone because he's about to start screaming. Who was the first Hall of Famer to be inducted with the Cardinals cap on his plaque? It was pitcher Dizzy Dean of 1953.
Dizzy fucking Deed, bro. That's some bullshit right there. That's some fucking bullshit. Fuck you, Dizzy Deed, bro. That is some bullshit.
All right.
That is some bullshit.
The
right
second he said if it's not him, I'm gonna be pissed. I was like, oh, we're about to hear it.
I knew for a fact that it was gonna be that.
There's
Dizzy
there's always some
Deed,
shit.
bro.
There's always
Get
some
outta
shit
here.
in trivia.
Hey, now some of these are gonna be a little bit easier for you guys.
All right,
These are
thank
football.
God.
These are football though.
I'm not great at football.
And I think you'll get some of these though. Some of these are pretty like basic.
All
In
right.
2019, Lamar Jackson became the second player in NFL history to be named as the anonymous MVP.
All right.
Who was the first player to ever do it?
Anonymous MVP.
Yep.
Unanimous.
Anonymous.
Fuck.
I mean, I guess some of them were anonymous, but
Was it the first one before him?
yes.
I'm trying to think of like MVP player, like MVPs that were like just absolutely over dominant. The year that they won.
I feel like it's got to be Brady. Like I feel like it's got to be.
No.
I'm not telling you. It's not-
Didn't Newton? I think I will go with Newton
Ooh, it might actually be
because he was lights out that year until the Super Bowl.
I actually think it is Cam Newton.
I think it is Cam Newton
I agree with that.
'Cause
I think it
he-
is Cam Newton.
because he had like what 5,000 yards or 5,000.
Yeah, I'll say
Yeah,
it's-
he had like 5,000
I think it's
passing.
Cam
He had.
We're a team on this one. We're all
Yeah.
going
No, you said Brady. Fuck you.
No, he said Newton.
No, he said Brady first.
Yeah, he said Brady, and then he
I
said, well,
it
Newton.
could
But
be.
I think it's Cam Newton. I think other than I think that was the year like he was just overly dominant. Like nobody
Fair.
was even
What are you
close
saying?
to him.
I agree. I think it's Cam Newton.
okay. In 2000, who became the first team to make 4 first-round picks in the same draft?
Okay, they had 4.
They had 4
picks.
first-round picks. It was the
Who
first
was
team in
horrible in 2000.
almost
No,
every
it's draft-
freaking NFL team except for the Colts and the
Rams,
Patriots.
The Rams. The Rams are the greatest. The Rams are the greatest show on
decent.
turf in 2000.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Not in 2000.
I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say the Giants because that's Eddie's favorite team.
Okay. Why didn't you say the Bears at that? Oh, no, you actually had a good team then. So did we, though.
Fuck it, I'll go with the Browns. They've always got a shit ton of first. No, Browns never did. No, not the Browns. Panthers.
Panthers? Okay. What are you saying?
I'll get the rebound. I'll go with the Browns.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. What's the next one?
Browns.
Jamarcus Russell. Oh, this is actually a good one. I
Jamarcus
forgot about this one. Jamarcus Russell went first overall in the 2007 NFL draft.
Yep.
Who was picked second overall in that draft?
I feel like it was someone also horrible.
I knew this one immediately. I actually
I have a
like
feeling
this one's
that
so
it's
easy.
someone also that's like really bad.
This is like
Fuck.
I can't think of anyone.
I will say this. It is ironic. I'll tell you this because his nickname is also within a movie, and that movie came out the exact same year he was drafted.
Can I get a nickname?
It's gonna give it away.
Can I get a team?
I'm not telling you the nickname, and I'm not telling you the team.
I'm not gonna get it. If
Can
you
I
give
get
me-
the college
Can I get
that he
the
went?
name of the movie?
Yeah, give us the college.
No, because this fucker knows everybody's college. I swear to God. I literally could just be like, right now, Scottie Pippen.
Oh, I actually don't know that one.
Oh, really?
God,
Southern
what an
Arkansas.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure.
No, it's Central Arkansas.
Central Arkansas, whatever.
I don't
knew it
know
was
that
something
one. No,
like
it's
that.
not.
I remembered it when he said it.
But like, no, I literally just like, we were doing this game where I literally just gave him the college, the team they were drafted by, in the year, and this motherfucker was just rattling them off. I was like, yo, what?
All right, I'm just gonna say I don't know.
Okay. You
07. Fuck.
After you give your guesses, I'll give you the nickname, and you guys will get it immediately.
Can I get a position?
Yeah, at least give us a position.
Wide receiver?
Why do I say at second overall? Damn. I feel like it's like Darius Hayward Bay or something like that. I feel like he was like a high as hell pick for like no reason. So I'm gonna say Darius Hayward Bay.
I don't know who he took. Who did you take, Robert?
Fuck. I didn't take anybody. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, just
Wide receiver that was taken early.
gotta hurry. We got a couple more minutes.
Fuck. Take.
Who you taking?
I'm not.
You don't know?
I
No.
don't know.
All right. I'll give you the nickname, and you guys will get it immediately. Megatron.
Oh my god.
Number 2 overall. Yep. And guess what? First Transformers. Well, I mean, not the first. I guess like the old cartoon, but like the first Michael Bay came out in 2007.
Did you hear what I said earlier? I was like, can we get the name of the movie?
Can I get the movie, please?
Yeah, because you
All right.
definitely wouldn't have gotten it
Movie
off
for 500,
Transformers.
please.
All right. Next one.
I didn't know he was the
Ooh,
second overall.
this is actually an interesting one too. Which year did the Houston Texans play their first season in the NFL?
1997. And I know that's right.
That's the
Okay.
Oilers.
I'm pretty sure it's 1997.
No, it's not.
Bro is so
They were-
confident.
They're 03 or
1997. I don't know.
03 or 4. I think it's 04.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with 04. They drafted David Carr.
Okay.
That was their quarterback, and he got lit up.
Who won the Super Bowl MVP award when the Pittsburgh Steelers won in 2009?
It was. Wasn't it like Santonio Holmes or something?
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, I do know, but I
I'm
guess
gonna-
besides the point.
I'm gonna go with Holmes because he had that touchdown.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he had.
Okay.
All right, give us the answers.
All right,
Or
yeah,
sorry,
we'll just do one more and then we're giving the answer. All right, which team won the first ever Super Bowl? Oh, that's too easy. That's not even
Packers?
fucking fair.
Packers.
All
Okay.
right.
That was
I didn't know that was going to be the last one.
You're looking these up as we go.
No, there's a
bro.
list of them, and I just literally went down the list and went to the next question, and that's what it was.
Okay.
All right. In 2019, Lamar Jackson became the second player in history to be named a unanimous MVP. The regular season, who was the first? You called him a dumbass, but he was correct the first
Damn
time. It is indeed Tom Brady, but you didn't get it because you changed. You bandwagon.
Fuck.
It was Tom
Bro,
Brady.
I never
fucking
thought he was
hedged.
that like.
I fucking hedged.
You never thought the GOAT was that good? What?
No,
pissed
I know
that I
he was that
changed
good, but like I never thought he had a
He
season
told me I
that he
could
was
have
over
changed it, and I
dominant.
still changed it. I'm pissed.
I thought
All
he
right.
was. I thought he was there. I never thought he had that season where he
All
was
right.
like.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Dominant.
In 2000, who became the first team to make 4 first-round draft picks in the same draft? It was the New York Jets.
I swear I thought you were about to say Giants.
No.
Damn.
I knew if I said New York, I was gonna get you all excited.
I knew it was in Cleveland. I knew Cleveland had like a first.
All right, we already
first or
went over
second
it.
overall pick, like, all
Megatron
the
was
time.
the second overall. Mr. Calvin himself, Johnson. What year did the Houston Texans play their first season? 2002, boys.
Fuck.
Why did
I knew it was early
swear
2000s.
I
You
thought
were
it was
so
the 90s.
convinced. I was laughing.
I swear I thought it was like.
All right, and then
I think that's when. I think that's when the Oilers left.
yes,
That was.
I
I think.
swear
I think
I
like
thought-
the
late
Oilers
90s.
left in 2000, I think, and then they played the first season in 2000.
Maybe that was the year they like said they were gonna be too expensive. I don't know.
Who won the Super Bowl MVP when the Steelers won in 2009? You guys are indeed correct. It was indeed San Antonio Holmes, which means the final score is Quincy 2, Robert 1, and Jackson 1.
Yeah, Jackson.
So Quincy,
Yeah.
so Quincy gets
Okay,
it.
wait. Do we have time to do the animal list?
I mean,
What time do we have to
it's
get out
it's
of
5:29, so no. But we can always do it on like we could do like a separate video, and then I could just post it.
We can.
Like we can just record
I
it.
really want. Jackson, do you have like a place you need to be?
Like he's got another show. We're not gonna keep it.
No, I don't
Oh, you don't? I thought you did.
I don't have another show after. No, I have one before.
Can we?
Oh, okay.
Can we do it?
Can we? Yeah.
Give us like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll give you 10 minutes.
All right.
Yes.
But I take way more time.
No, it's fine.
He can take.
Okay.
Because I have to go to
this-
work.
this-
I have to go to work.
This-
So,
So
This
Dexter,
is like a 3-hour-long conversation.
Sexy Dexy,
right?
my man Dexter Lawrence.
Okay, so Dexter Williams put on his story. He put a list. I gotta pull it up. So he put a list of animals that it was like you get to pick 2 categories of like who you would want to like bring with you to a fight. And
It was so funny.
I'll bring here.
I do remember some of them. It was
Okay, so
5
here's the thing.
gorillas.
So, okay, here's the list. You have to pick 2 from the list. You pick 2 animals from the list
That help
groups.
you fight them.
that help you fight against the rest that you don't pick. Your options are 50 hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter with a rifle, 7 buffalo, 5 gorillas, 4 lions, 10,000 rats.
I already had my answer. I'll go ahead and give mine because I already have an explanation for this.
Okay.
I'm taking the wolves because wolves are like the current day velociraptors. They are hunt animals. They are freaking smart as hell. Number 2, I'm taking 10,000 rats. A, they can literally go inside and eat you out. And B, they can literally give you the bubonic plague. So I'm winning.
Okay, so
all
what
right?
I said, I originally had the wolves.
I have the Bears over the Wolves, and I'll tell you why later.
Okay, hold on. I had
Not
the
often you hear
wolves
somebody has the Bears
originally.
above somebody, am I right?
Switched. Okay, I took the Hawks. I don't think it'll.
The Hawks is the
This
worst
was an
choice.
hours-long discussion. I
Hawks
kid you
is
not.
the worst.
No,
we
this was
debated
legit.
this for hours.
At Right Dining
We
Hall.
did at Right Dining
Okay,
Hall. We had
so-
people looking at us because I was yelling at Jimmy.
We were yelling at
'cause he's
Jimmy
so
Davis.
dumb.
So I agree with Jimmy. Me and Jimmy have the
No,
same.
you're stupid.
Oh,
I'm
the
saying-
Hawks is the worst.
No, not
I'm
the Hawks, the
saying-
hunter, bro.
Okay, I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying 50 Hawks and the hunter because the goal is to help you fight. If you take 1 bullet from the hunter, you're dead. So I feel like that's a must.
Here's my question.
That's
Here's
a
my question.
must-have because he can just pick off animals.
Oh, so you're
And-
telling me you're outrunning all the rest of these damn
and
animals?
the Hawks, they literally can't get killed if you have the hunter on your team.
That's not true. The
Because
second,
none of the other animals
second
can
they die-
fly.
buddy, the second they hear the gunshot, what do birds do when they hear gunshots? They go away.
This is assuming they have battle IQ.
No. That isn't part of it.
Here's my question.
This is also a hunting rifle, buddy. That's a one-shot reload.
Here's
Still
my
though.
question.
By the way,
Here's-
our friend
do
was
I-
Eddie, why do
our friend was assuming that the hunter, when they said a hunting rifle, was getting an AR-15. I said, who the fuck is bringing an AR-15? Jimmy Davis literally goes, I said, what do you mean it's a
The
hunting
only
rifle? He
time
goes,
that
no, it
people-
doesn't say that. It could be an
The only time that
AR-15.
people use ARs to go hunting is when they are literally hunting pack animals, which are either coyotes or boars. No, boars. Boars. pigs. That's the only time that they will use an AR-15. And most of the time, it's not even a regular AR-15. It is an AR-15 shotgun.
Okay, go with your explanation. Then.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so here's my question. If I get one weapon,
Correct.
let's just say yes.
let's say you get one
yourself
weapon.
Get one weapon.
You yourself get one weapon and the 2. I'm taking the 3 bears because 1 bear can kill up to 3 wolves. If there's a pack of 3 wolves out scavenging for food and they come across 1 brown bear, they do not fuck with it because 1 swipe from a bear
But there are
can
15 wolves, so that doesn't even out.
15 to 3, so it's the
So 5. Could 5 take
five,
that?
yes.
And you also have to deal with 4 gorillas and 7 buffalo
And-
and 10 crocodiles.
But here's okay. So I wanted a 12 gauge shotgun.
So what the hell are hawks doing against buffaloes and gorillas?
Exactly. Nothing.
grabbing them.
Nothing.
All a gorilla got to do.
Exactly.
There's 50 of them. Strength in numbers.
And there are 5 gorillas, buddy. Ooh. Like what the hell?
No,
Sounds like
okay.
Oliver.
So if I get a gun of my choice, I am taking a 12 gauge shotgun because I can then get slugs, which are like any other ammunition. I can also get buckshot that will kill wolves and crocodiles and stuff like that, and I can also get turkey shot to take out
Fair.
the
hawks.
hawks.
Fair.
Okay,
But you're
And then
thinking
I'm
out
also
50?
getting the rats. I'm
Oh wait,
also getting
also,
the rats.
hang on. Are we assuming though we get unlimited ammo with the hunter?
I am taking.
Because otherwise you're screwed.
Yeah,
Like,
because of
you
the
go
hunt-
through 50 rounds, you're fucked.
Exactly.
If they have enough boxes, they can take out.
If I get that, I need like 10 boxes of each.
That's what I'm
kind of ammo.
saying.
You guys.
Sure.
We thought about this.
Okay.
All right,
I
no.
have
We
thought
want
about
Jackson because we gotta go.
This
So
is
we want
why-
Jackson. Jackson, you gotta
Jackson,
go.
what
next.
is?
Size matters.
It does.
This.
I agree, but
I'm going
strength in numbers.
I'm going the 3 brown bears
Yes.
and the 7 buffalo.
No.
You guys have
What the
any
hell
idea
is a buffalo
how
doing?
Fucking ginormous buffalo.
What
No,
kind of buffalo?
but
That's
literally,
the question.
it's 15
Are we
wolves
taking
and
the
the
great?
four
Are we
lions,
taking
they're
the
killing them.
plains buffalo, or are we taking the water
But
buffalo?
you realize
didn't
the
say- If
15
we
take the
wolves
water
and the
buffalo, I'm
4
taking-
lions are gonna kill the buffalo within minutes.
My whole thing
Yes.
is
Those
I
things will trample you.
And also we got gorillas, bro. They're just gonna sit there doing this on their face. Like,
The reason I'm taking the 2 that I took is because I'm hoping that my aim, which it is good enough to take out
which it is.
that sounds like Jimmy Davis material right there. I can hit
My
anything.
thing is, I feel like
But
you
the thing
gotta.
is,
the
I think-
hunter, I think, is OP. He can just sit in a tree and boom.
Buddy.
Buddy.
The gorillas are just gonna come like tear the tree out of the ground and wave you around like a popsicle.
Rats
Will
can.
climb the tree.
Yeah, that too. You're telling me you're killing a gorilla in one shot?
No,
buddy.
You
no.
gotta.
If
The
you-
only way is if you hit him in the skull.
Yeah.
And I have seen.
And I don't
personally.
after seeing your 3-point shots, you aren't hitting anything dead on accurate.
It's not me. It's the hunter, the guy that actually hunts.
If I have my shotgun there, I think I will be fine because slugs will be able to put a 2-inch hole into anything.
That's what- but rats can crawl inside and just
That's
eat you
why
from the
I
way
want
in.
the rats.
You know what I'm saying? That's
I
what I'm
want the
saying.
rats on my team.
Rats and wolves, bro. We got pack hunters and small.
You took you took the rats and the bears.
I take the rats and the bears, and I get a shot. If you give me a 12-gauge shotgun
I feel
with
like the
whatever
Hawks-
I want.
But that's not part of the deal.
No, it's a rifle. It's a rifle.
No. For your own defense. Like
okay,
I'm not just gonna be out there just fucking like squaring up with a gorilla. I'm just be like, all right, put your dukes up, man.
Bitch is gonna go.
Exactly. And I'm gonna go flying across, be dead in seconds.
Yeah.
If I get a weapon, I'm taking a shotgun.
Yeah.
Because it's the most versatile one. I can literally
Fair.
take it from a rifle to take out, and then to bird shot or like turkey shot to take out the hawks that are flying around.
Yeah, until the hunter hits you from long range, bam, you're dead.
A shotgun with a slug can shoot up to 200
Yeah, I was
yards.
gonna say, bro.
Most hunting rifles
get
only
shot
shoot
first.
2 to 300 yards. I can literally
And
still
also,
have my
hey,
slug
hey,
in.
can I say?
Pop him.
Okay, we gotta go. But I just want to say this one thing. I play enough COD, bro. I think I can handle the real world. Okay. All right.
Calls it a drone strike. I need a drone strike. I just took out 5 gorillas.
Hold on.
I just took out 10 gorillas. Where's my fucking kill streak?
Okay, me and my friends.
Where's the nuke?
We
Calling
watched
in meteor strikes.
Hold on. We watched this video last night of this police chase in Anaheim from like 2 years ago. And this guy was on like an hour-and-a-half long chase, and the guy in the helicopter is broadcasting the thing. And he's like, oh, he's got one ammo, he's got one, he's got two, he's changing direction, He sounded just like people in video games.
No, dude, it's so funny. Just like I just be out there calm and be like, hey, I got a guy on my left. He's one hit.
Got a bear on my left. We got two.
Where's RT?
Yeah.
My friend
Hey,
was
can I get a UAV overhead, please? Thank you.
I need to know where everybody's at.
My friend was going. He's like, "You're sleeping on the Crocs," and then my buddy goes, "You ever
Doing the
seen?"
self-res real quick. Self-res. Give me a
My
minute.
friend goes, "You ever seen a Croc try to bust a U-turn?"
A Croc bust YouTube. All right, we gotta go, guys, because we are keeping
that
over.
was a
So
great section.
I appreciate everybody who's tuning in. We had a really fun show. I want to thank Robert for coming on. It was a really fun show. We had a lot of fun as usual. Thank our producer Jackson for all he's done, all the participation he puts into the show and everything.
Best in the business.
Best in the business right here. Nobody produces like Jackson. But then yeah, of course, also as usual, I'm Eddie Finn. This is Quincy Bell, and we've had a great episode with Bloomington Buddies. Make sure to come back next Friday, and we'll see you guys next time.